Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So people, I was on the road yesterday and was not able to give the happiness challenge, but I most certainly have it for today. So the day before, we were supposed to actually write a list of like 5 or 10 things that we were grateful for, acts of kindness that people have done for us. And I have so many. It was not a problem to write that list. And the cool thing about it is you can pull it out when you're struggling. Like I am right now. Whenever I get injured, this is what happens to me. It's kind of funny. In the moment, you have all that adrenaline. And so you don't necessarily notice the pain, which was certainly the truth. When I fell on Friday, I was just walking on the track. I don't know if it was a rock or uneven ground, but it threw me to the ground and I absolutely slammed my body. So then yesterday, I just had to keep working anyway and drove 150 miles. I was feeling it everywhere. The sides of my ribs on both sides, my left leg, my right ankle, like everything. And my body's still trying to work it out. So I have this exhausted feeling, and it's valid. I'm tired while my body's trying to fix it. And that's okay. That's okay. And the good thing is I'm not like eating over it or trying to comfort myself in some weird way, right? I'm just letting my life work it out. Anyway, I'm much better. And hopefully tomorrow I will just not even be thinking about it anymore. Okay, so anyway, the happiness challenge for tomorrow, or today actually, whenever you see the video, is give away something. Yeah, in fact, let me do it that way. I'm giving it for today, which is give away something that you've been holding on to. What is sitting around? Like I had a video, it was a CD actually, a DVD of a TV series that my mother loves. And I kept saying I would get it to her, but it just wasn't happening. And I finally decided to just give it away with a bunch of donations that I was doing, which was fine. I can get my mother something else. But if there's something sitting around, it's taking up energy. And what a blessing for someone else to have it anyway. So give something away that you've been holding on to. Are you really ever going to use it? I dropped food off at church. It was things I knew my husband was not going to eat, and I certainly would have no business eating. Yesterday I gave a couple of guys $5 each. That money wasn't weighing on me, but I knew that it could turn into a binge and that I was handled and I was happy to give it. So what is sitting around that you keep noticing? And maybe the intention is a good one, like that DVD for my mother. But is it something that you can be giving to someone else sooner, that they can benefit from it and it won't be taking up any more energy? Those things weigh on me. They really do. I mean, I wish that I had everything extra out of my house, and I know some people do that. I have a ton of stuff in my house that I'd like to get rid of. But it's a start. Sorry, I'm having trouble opening. You can tell how tired I am, people, but I am happy to get in here. I am happy to continue for that happiness challenge. And I am kind of laughing because I've been doing the strong abstinence checklist and writing exercises by Overeaters Anonymous. And you guys have been self-appointed, of course. You have been my accountability partners because I've been letting you know how I've been doing. And I'm proud to say this was the 12 days of abstinence, and today is day 14. Hooey wuddy? I know. That's a neat trick. How are you on day 14 of a 12-day abstinence list? obviously, because twice I was on the road. But the beautiful part is that I've actually been clean for all 14 days of that 12 days of abstinence. So yay me. All right, so this one, number 12, and again, you have access to this and I'll repost it in the description of the video because I think it's really a worthy one. And I like the daily checklist too, which I was hesitant from. But because I'm so good at playing so many games, I mean, don't get me started. Why worry about a Jedi mind trick when you're Jules Blessed Vegan? I've got all my mind tricks. So this one, for number 12, it says, what place does food have in my life today? Such a fantastic question. What place does food have in my life today? And again, I'm a work in progress. We all are, and it's always one day at a time. And I have a beautiful talk. Tomorrow I'm going to be celebrating Jules Blessed Vegan, no doubt. But the next day, I have a fantastic talk on keeping food in its place. And it's just a really, really good one. So you'll want to check back in. But with confidence, I want to say, and I'm already hesitating to proclaim anything, right? Because I do tend to keep my promises. But the place that food has in my life today is exactly what I was experiencing yesterday. I was working all day and I tend to intermittent fast, and I would not ask it of anyone. But I tend to intermittent fast for like 20 hours. And I don't want to say that that's a gimmick for me or a diet ploy or anything like that. It's kind of funny. I tend to do it because of my Invisalign. It is so hard to take these out, to be brushing, to be using my floss, you know, to do all the things. That for me, it's just easier to have a 4-hour eating window. If it happens to be benefiting my body, and I'm certainly not seeing any miraculous benefits of my intermittent fasting, I don't recognize it to be doing so. But just for the convenience and protecting my teeth, I really do tend to eat between 4 and 8 o'clock. Pretty much 4 and 8 o'clock. So anyway, yesterday I was working, had my 10 cups of water, and then I do 10 more cups of water. I literally do 20 cups of water. If I don't finish all 20 cups, I tend to do 6 cups of tea in the evening. And I need all that fluid anyway, believe me. And I'm so thrilled to be able to drink all of that because at one point when I had my stage 4 kidney disease and was 10 points from dialysis, they had told me that I was going to have to limit my water to like 4 cups a day. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a no. I am a water girl. I am not going to limit my fluids. I had to get away as fast as I could for anything to do with dialysis. And as always, God bless you if it's your truth. But I couldn't imagine. And, you know, praise God, I am able to drink 26 cups a day if I want. And I don't always. It's often more like 20 or 24, but I love it. Okay, so I was at my sister's house working. I had already drank my 10 cups. And I was going to grab some more water, no worries. But suddenly I was starving. And she kept offering me things. And she's in a really healthy place herself. But it was things like baked potato, but plain baked potato, you know, which is a carb I could certainly have. But I'd made a commitment to myself. I'd already written down my food for my day. I already had my plan to safely get home and eat the meals that I had chosen. So it kind of started with that. And I'm not really used to getting hungry. Even with the intermittent fasting, I'm not used to hearing my stomach growl and stuff, but it most certainly was. And so on my way home, I was hoping not to have to stop anywhere. But it was 75 miles and I had to stop to get gas. And it's a place where I readily bought a ton of binge food on more than one occasion. And it was a trigger for me. And I needed to get the receipt, which meant I was going to have to go in. And that was a no. So I was just like, I'm going to take a picture of the gas pump, and that can be my receipt. There is no way I'm going in there. And I was able to make it home. But what I kept reminding myself the entire time was that I was truly eating to live and not living to eat. So when I think about what place does my food have in my life today, it has a place of providing nourishment for my body. It has a place of providing nutrition and allowing my body to heal when I fall on a track much faster than if it didn't have all of the nutrition and micronutrients and things that it needed. It has a place in my life where when it's not delicious, but it's nutritious, it's okay, and I will make myself eat it. So I kind of think of it as, trying to think of that word, hold on, medicinal, okay? So sometimes when I'm eating sprouts and they're bitter, or bitter greens even more so, or I'm having some supplement of some kind in the form of food, but maybe it's something like turmeric, or there's like a lot of things that were completely foreign to me a year ago or even 2 years ago that I wasn't familiar with at all, and I don't necessarily love. But I think of them as medicinal. I know that they're the better way. I know that they're going to get me to the body God designed for me. I know that they're going to give me the physical strength I need to be able to care for others. And I have people who are going to be needing care, and I will be that person. So I think food is in its place. It's not a toy. It's not for the thrill of eating. It's not a supplement for my emotions. It's not the insanity of filling a void that can't be filled by food, but I'm desperately trying. So the place it has in my life today is the place it should have. One of a blessing from God, one of absolute nutrients and health to strengthen and allow me to do what I'm called to do in my day. And that's something I'll revisit again and again, but it's a good start. All right, my friends, I am not going to do my checklist because the day is nowhere near over. Have I been abstinent thus far? Yes, I have. Have I prayed and meditated? Yes. Am I maintaining towards a healthy goal? Yes. Do I rely on my higher power? Yes, and I'm going to trust my higher power that I can take a nap right now as my body is trying to use my energy to heal, and that I am not flooding my body with excess energy in the form of food while I'm allowing it to do so. Is what I'm currently doing working for me to remain abstinent? It appears to be. Hello, day 14 of a 12-day abstinence. That seems to be right. It is one day at a time, but today is actually, let's just see, humor me. All right, so one of my tools, right, is my stickers, and that is 12 days of abstinence, right? And today is the 13th, but again, I did not add my sticker. I am absolutely planning to be abstinent, but I did not add my sticker because my day isn't over and I haven't even started eating my food. When I start eating my food, that's when the compulsion might come, right? And I believe I will earn that sticker, but that's where the compulsion would come in. So this was from the month before, but if I go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I was absent for 6 of those days as well. So that was for sure 18 days, for which today I presume will be day 19. But again, I am only responsible for this moment, that first bite in my mouth, that it be a non-compulsive one, and doing what I agreed, and I most certainly did agree. So again, another tool. I absolutely pre-wrote my food yesterday because I wanted to help my monkey mind feel safe and secure in knowing what the plan was for today. So what I have not done today is my sticker, but I will. What I have not done today is add any urges, which I haven't necessarily had any yet because I'm feeling safe. I've had to prepare a lot of cooked food today for my husband, and there's been a lot of aromas, but I've been able to say that whole idea that I would not eat a candle, and I can think of these beautiful fragrances, and I know it's meat, and you might be thinking, how can meat ever be a fragrance? Well, what I know is that meat in itself really has no smell unless it's rotting. So the smell on meat is all of those beautiful spices and things that they put. And unfortunately, some of this meat has a candied shell, so it has a sweet smell along with it as well. But I can tell myself that much like a candle, it's not my food. And just for today, I will choose not to engage in it. All right, my friends, thanks so much for letting me share. As always, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below how I may support you. I'm loving all this plural. Let us know, my gosh, who all is present. Me and the monkey tribe, I guess. How I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you can choose to be clean for one day at a time, and that you are blessed.